right. As the White House tries to move past the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, some of the president's closest allies are now begging him to change course. General Michael Flynn, Trump's first national security advisor. This is one of Trump's favorite people. You can hear it when he talks about this man. A man destroyed by the deep state as it tried to create the illusion of Russian collusion. Flynn posting directly to the president on X this week. I hesitated to write this. It's a very long statement. This is just part of it. The Epstein affair is not about who killed him or if he committed suicide. Personally, I'm glad this known pedophile is dead. But neither is this a hoax, Michael Flynn says. There is an ongoing undermining by subversive elements inside and outside the U.S. government that is the essence of the deep state. All we want at this stage is for a modicum of trust to be reestablished between our federal government and the people it is designed to serve. That is all. Big statement there. And then there's Miranda Devine, one of Trump's favorite reporters, a woman who has worked so hard to expose the truth about Hunter Biden's laptop, about Biden corruption, about the various ways that the deep state tries to destroy Donald Trump. This is a fantastic reporter at the New York Post, one of the best out there. And Devine's post op-ed last night telling Trump that a special counsel on Epstein is the only way to satisfy his base's hunger for the truth. Some of the people that love this president the most, some of the people that have fought for him the hardest, are simply trying to get him to reverse course here. And if there's anything to be shown, even if it is nothing, show the nothing. Do anything different. Just show something. Today, Caroline Leavitt indicated that as of right now, a special counsel on Epstein is something that is unlikely to happen. Take a listen.
The president would not recommend a special prosecutor in the Epstein case. That's how he feels. The president has said if the Attorney General and the Department of Justice and the FBI have any more credible evidence in regards to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, they should put that forward. He has called on them to do that.
Anything credible should be put forward, and we heard him say that for the last several days, and we certainly agree with that. Let's state the obvious first, though. The American people largely are not buying what they are hearing from the Department of Justice and from the White House. A Rasmussen poll has only 21% trusting the DOJ on Epstein. That is not a good number. To change that, more transparency, right? If there really is nothing that we haven't already heard, if it's already been sprinkled about in all these articles about Epstein over the last 10 or 20 years, it is clear tonight that the MAGA base, including, again, Trump's strongest supporters, some of his strongest surrogates, say that that redundancy, whatever it is, needs to at least be released to its fullest extent. Even if it's the same thing, put it out there. That's what this vote, that's what this last election was all about, taking back the government. Transparency. This is the most transparent president we have ever had. This is the most transparent administration we've ever seen. They're doing a fantastic job. There's a call for change on this. Right now, Democrats claim that Trump isn't doing that because he wants to cover his tail. And this is largely why the president is so upset, because of how Democrats are spinning this and because they're scoring some points. And the illusion that the media would be covering his wins if they weren't talking about Epstein, which we should know is a lie by now. The media is never going to talk about Trump's wins. They'll find something else to distract from it. If it's Epstein, if it's not Epstein, it's something else. The idea that Trump is trying to cover himself in all of this is the most ridiculous claim that Democrats have made. Again, the Biden DOJ had the Epstein files for 4 years, all the way up and through the time when Donald Trump started soaring, and it looked very obvious like he was going to be the next president of the United States. That DOJ, that intel deep state, would have done anything in its power to stop this man from returning to power in 2024, 2025. Anything. The threat of him back in the White House, I would say it all the time, there's no way they're going to let him back in. Nobody thought it was even possible for him to get back in. They were going to do anything to stop him. If they had something like this in September, October, 2 weeks before the election when he was cruising, once everybody realized just how stupid Kamala was, you think they wouldn't have put that out there? Trump's anger over Democrats scoring points on this is valid, but one Democrat really did step in it this morning, trying to score some of those points, when, to his credit, and we give credit where it is due, Joe Scarborough asked slimy Jamie Raskin a question that he was absolutely not ready for.
Could have gotten that from 21 to 25 when Democrats controlled the DOJ. Why? It was a crisis then. It's a crisis now. Why didn't Democrats call for it from 21 to 25?
So, I mean, you have to go back and look specifically at particular prosecutorial decisions and what was taking place in terms of the other cases. So I don't know. We could try to reconstruct that record.
What a humiliation. And he deserves it. They suck. They don't care. They care because it's bad for their enemy. They didn't care for 4 years. These people are trash. How bad can you be? How bad can you be? How just, ugh. If the truth is as simple as the administration says on Epstein, of course, if the release will be more of what we have already heard, though, then the real fault of all of this and everything that we're in right now, and I know most people watching don't like this story, they don't want to hear about it, but it needs to be talked about because, again, it was promised for such a long time by the same people that are now telling us that there's nothing there. And if there's nothing there, that's plausible. One of our guests we're about to talk to contends that. But put it out there. But it's not the fault of Trump's base or conservative people or Michael Flynn or anybody else that's calling for this. It's not their fault. The fault that we're in this situation right now is the fault of the people at DOJ who spent months and months and months sitting on Fox, sitting on all of these podcasts that we all listen to, talking about this story and promising the world, building this up into the behemoth that it became, just for us to all be let down with 2 pages of nothing. Here it was.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Who's on the Epstein tapes, folks? Who's on those tapes? Who's in those black books? Why have they been hiding it?
You know, it's the same thing with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell are these Republicans doing? What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list?
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
Again, this cycle went on forever. They got you so worked up for it. And again, maybe there's not much to it. Maybe they just overpromised. It's still their fault. And again, what they need to do is just show what they got, even if it's redundant, even if it's a nothing burger, even if it's all been hinted at and seen and reporting that we've already seen. Tonight, the president's very frustrated. He's mad at the wrong people. It is not your fault that you want to see the truth. Again, you had Bongino not showing up for work. Obviously, something's going on. The people that voted for Trump are not stupid. They're not fooled by government. They don't like to be lied to. And you can lambaste me for reporting this stuff, but it's just, I'd be a fraud. I'd be a lapdog if I didn't. I'd be a pansy. So we're going to talk about it. And again, there could be nothing there. Show it. Just show it. Makes it go away. It's not your fault you want to see this stuff. It's their fault. They talked about it for months and months and months. Handing out binders to all these influencers that said phase 1. What the hell's phase 1? More phases to come? You made millions of Trump voters drool at the thought of a new government where the rich and the politically connected would be treated the same as the rest of us. You can't hate us for needing more than a nothing burger to satisfy our appetites. You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt tonight on Newsmax.